What is going on, everyone? I'm DeFi Sean. That is Mr. Pixel, and we are back for another episode, the Wednesday edition of Moon or Dust Trending. Now, as always, like button, subscribe button, share button, reshare button, post button, repost button. Hit whatever button you have to hit to send this show far and wide. Probably tired of hearing me say that, but it's the truth. Hit all those buttons. We can't do it alone. And just the simple hit of a button will share this everywhere. We're on 3X accounts. We are on 3 YouTube's accounts. We are on Twitch. We are on Rumble, which surprisingly well, getting a very solid audience at Rumble. So keep it going. People seem to be liking the mod media. And Mr. Pixel, how is your hump day going?
It's going great, dude. As always, I had to get up in the morning, doing my farm work. I'm back in now for my digital life to take over here. But yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Like Sean said, everybody hit that button.
You know what? I've never asked. What kind of form do you guys have? I never actually asked that. We've been talking all this time, and I've never actually asked that.
We've kind of thinned out a little bit in the last couple of months, but I had a lot of goats. I used to milk goats, 2-3 times a day, sometimes multiple goats. How horses, cows.
Anytime you mention anything about milking, I think about what's it called? I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me? Meet the Fockers.
Meet the Fockers, yeah. Meet the parents, yeah, that's right.
Or meet the parents, and then
that was
pretty much anything that has nipples you can milk. I have nipples, Greg. Love that.
Yeah. Guess what doesn't have nipples, everybody? Almonds.
Almonds. They
not really.
Almonds in fact do not have nipples. Yep.
If they don't have nipples, guys, they can't make milk. Okay, so anyway, moving on.
That's funny.
But yeah, like Sean said, hit that button and share, everybody. We got a lot to talk about today. But of course, first up is to let everybody know, of course, that we are a trending show. And we're going to be talking about highlighting 5 of the top projects from our leaderboard today. We got Mystery. We never know anything about that. Golden Froggy. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it. Maybe someone from the community can tell us. We got, of course, Moon or Dust, Fire Chicken, and Kurumi sitting on there at number 5, but always hanging in there. If you want to appear on the show Monday to Friday, guys, we go live the same time every one of those days. We go live. We got over 150,000 subscribers across all of our YouTube channels. We got about 50K subscribers across all of our X channels. We're on Twitch, and we also just started on Rumble, and that's moving along nicely. But if you want to be highlighted on the show in any of those top 5 spots, all you got to do is head on over to the website, moonordust.media, right here. Scroll down to the trending section. You can also access it here from the side tray. Click trending. Tells you all about the show, all the links where you can watch it. Tells you all about the bot right here. And if you want to add it, you just click add bot now. It prompts you to open your Telegram, add it to the group of choice, give it the admin permissions, get your community voting. Of course, you can do it organically, or you can take advantage of the paid boost options that we have. You can supercharge your votes, give them a 1.2x, 1.5x, or a 2x that lasts for 1 hour. Else you can boost your way right up into the top of the leaderboard, into the top 5, top 3, or straight to the number 1 spot, and that also lasts for 24 hours. And of course, by having the bot installed, we see an awesome bullish community. We might extend an offer to come on the live game show and take on the AI whales for a chance at $1,000 top wallet, $250 top wallet, whatever it would be, depending on the project. But yeah, there's an opportunity for even that to happen, and it's totally free to install. It's not spammy at all. It auto deletes votes and stuff, so it doesn't clog up your timeline in the chat or anything like that. So yeah, there's absolutely no reason to not install it. moonordust.media. Marketing is expensive, everyone, so get it installed. Take advantage of the audience that we're building here as well. What are our views right now, Sean? We're getting some great views. I know we have some great live views, but after the fact, we get a lot of repeat views too. I think people come in, check it out, thinking they find an old gem. You're muted.
It's usually between 1,000 and 1,500. Pretty consistent. Live views are consistent. After the fact, views are consistent. I want to say we've seen them up as 1.9. Almost all of them have not hit pretty much all of them hit over 1,000. Put it that way. There might be a couple that didn't, but pretty much all of them hit 1,000.
Yeah, that's very nice, guys. So take advantage. Go get the bot installed. Foolish not to. Who we got in the house today? All right, we got Zigzag. Welcome, brother. Appreciate you. Sharians is in here as well. FFC.
Nice.
What's up, Chads? Crypto Knight is over there on X. Appreciate you, sir. I think I saw Richard and Space Cat. There's Space Cat. always out there taking care of that body, the temple. Once I use the massage chair and the hydro bed, there's no going back. I'm done. Bro, Space Cat, you are living it large, dude. Every time you're talking, you're at the gym working out, you're taking care of yourself, dude. That's
Getting in the hot tub, getting out of the hot tub. Yeah, he's living the dream.
living it large. There's our guy Richard from Ripsaw Token and all the stuff we got going on over there. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks for tuning in. Anyone else we got in the house? Who am I missing? Say what's up. But yeah, so there we are, Sean. We got a lot to talk about today, bro.
We do have a lot to talk about. Yeah, we're gonna get in, do some quick market talk, then move on to our trending, and yeah, we can get down to it and have some different conversations. Yeah. We got some pretty cool stuff that we want to do probably starting next week. We've already talked to our NFT group, talked it out. Everyone's cool. Everyone likes it. It's potential big exposure. Yeah, like I said, we've hit the point where the ground floor is laid. I've said that multiple times across all of our platforms. And yeah, now it's time to get those eyes on us. And there's a cool way that we can particularly do that. And yeah, we'll talk about that here probably in the next 30-ish minutes. We'll start talking about it. But until then, we need to take a look at some markets. Let's
yeah, our market's doing today. Let's see what we got here.
So we are at 89.5K Bitcoin. ETH popped off above that 3. BNB popped above the 900. Dogecoin's sitting at about the same, 24 hours, 0.07% up. So about the same. XRP, same thing, about the same. It was, I think, $1.91 yesterday. It's $1.92. So yeah, pretty much everything's the same except Bitcoin up slightly and Ethereum up slightly. So yeah, love to see that. I want to say also check out the latest episode before I move on of the Crypto Chain Reaction podcast. And is crypto about to be regulated for real, and why the market likes it? So go ahead and check that out, because they do have that markup vote coming in the Senate tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. So kind of wanted to touch on that.
Nice.
So the episodes that we talk about the crypto regulation, that those have done really well. So yeah, everyone go check it out. I've obviously saw a good bit of people watched it already. I don't even think I posted it in our telegrams yet. So some people may not have seen it. So yeah, go ahead and check that out. Also, I thought I saw something. Okay, here we go. This one's pretty cool. The White House will meet crypto and banking executives Monday to discuss the stalled Senate crypto bill. Like it or not, if we're going to pass a bill that gets us in, and I talk about all this in the podcast, so go check it out. But they need the banks and the top crypto, your Coinbases, everyone needs to kind of come to an agreement and understand how it works. Crypto again can be huge, because the way that the Coinbases of the world are making money with their stable coin, there's no reason why banks can't potentially do that same exact thing. So banks don't have to be left out of crypto. They can either get on board or hopefully be left behind, in my opinion. So it's just a matter of changing the way. It's just a matter of changing the way they do business.
Oh, sorry, I hit that. Got nipples? Yeah.
All right.
That's funny. So, I did see something, Sean. Actually, I'm not sure. I didn't have time to kind of look too deep into it, but is there some new ERC style token to do with AI integration for Ethereum that I saw somewhere? What's the deal with that?
I don't know the details, but yes, you are correct. It may actually be on this timeline, actually. But yes, I do know what you're talking about.
Okay, cool. I didn't imagine it, but yeah, it was something to do anyway with AI integration, and it was to do with like Ethereum was the chain kind of to be able to do or create this special kind of new ERC contract, I guess, or whatever. Yep. In order to be able to, is that it? No. AI.
Where was that?
What's that say?
Yeah, because ETH is going to be the backbone of everything when it comes to Spark. All the people that think that Solana and all of them are going to pass up ETH, in my opinion, it's not. ETH is going to be the chain that supports and be kind of the backbone of everything. Ethereum is set to launch a new standard for the AI agent economy on mainnet this week.
There it is.
Doesn't look like it gives more details, but
what's that person saying? The first comment there usually.
Ethereum introducing a new standard for the AI agent economy is huge. This could enable smarter autonomous applications directly on mainnet, changing workflow. Developers and projects will have a framework to build and scale efficiently. Adoption depends on how quickly the ecosystem integrates the new standard. This move positions Ethereum at the forefront of programmable AI infrastructure.
All right, is that Crypto Joe? Oh no, it's Crypto with Joe. Okay, maybe we'll see Crypto Joe again soon. Whenever he decides to show
Pretty sure that's definitely not the real Red Bull token. Oh, these people need to be getting sued.
Yeah.
I was just talking crypto over Red Bull. These people are launching Red Bull tokens.
Hey, let's do it on the spot review of the new Red Bull token.
Yep. Who knows? That may have been the token that launched that was trying to use my podcast as
Bet you it is
saying
probably links Krypton calls.
Links, yeah, exactly.
People
trying to get me in trouble.
All right, how's everything else doing? Our fear and greed as well is up a little bit, I think.
Let's check that out. It is. It's up to 37
from 29 yesterday. So that's...
market cap hit over 3. It was at 2.99 yesterday. So yeah, we passed up 3,000. Altcoin season's at 31.
Has everyone realized in the last 24 hours the sky is actually not falling?
The sky, contrary to what we believe or people think, the sky is rarely falling.
Mm-hmm. The world keeps on turning.
Keeps on turning.
Figure out abundance for everyone, guys. That's the reality. That's what crypto is going to bring for us all.
Yep. So everyone knows when it's fallen. When Bitcoin's fallen, the sky's falling and everything's gone. When it goes up 3,000, we're pumping and everyone's bullish and we're ready to go. Which is exactly why most people don't make money in crypto, is because they
manipulated emotionally.
Yep. They chase the pumps and they sell when they're scared instead of doing the opposite of what you should be doing.
Yep, you know it. But yeah, market's looking all right. Oh, and a little uptick from yesterday. I don't think anybody's too scared anymore. Don't be scared.
Yeah, the crypto market is up 0.98% to 3.03 trillion. Primary reason: the Federal Reserve held interest rates, which we saw that. So interest rates are going unchanged right now, easing fears of a more hawkish shift in supporting risk assets. Secondary reasons: reducing selling pressure from liquidations and selective altcoin strains amid cautious sentiment. And the near-term market outlook: if Powell's remarks later today maintain a neutral tone, the market could test resistance near 3.1 trillion. A break below 2.92 trillion would signal renewed bearish pressure. So yeah, I'm just now noticing this.
Paul talked already, so let's go up.
Yeah.
What do you have to say for yourself?
Anything worthwhile? Yeah, I saw him talking. I didn't have time to listen. SFC, did he say anything? He definitely didn't say anything bad because the market's on a slight uptick. So
yeah, but a lot of people are expecting him to resign as well at any moment. So it's kind of that'll probably be bullish for a lot of people.
I think so too.
It's time for the new dawn, guys. It's time for the golden age here to come in. Tokenization, freedom, financial freedom. Finally,
it's coming. The banks are pushing hard to keep this regulation going and certain things out of this bill, and I don't think they're going to win.
I hope not.
I think Trump's going to have to meet with them, or whoever is appointed to meet with them at the White House Monday, and they need to come to a deal. Because again, you evolve or you die.
Yep.
When we were younger, Sam's was the biggest retailer, I think, in the world, and they don't even, not Sam's, Sears. And Sears used to get like the catalogs in the mail for like Christmas. Like Sears was awesome when we were little kids, and now it doesn't even exist anymore. It's how it works. So you're either going to get on board or get left behind because the world's going digital, whether they like it or not.
Yeah, that's it. They're just trying to manipulate it enough now so they can, retain control over something that is supposed to be decentralized. So that's the big issue here. They're fighting hard. They're trying to position stifle the rest of the market while they try to do that, basically.
Yep, 100%.
Everything says SFC. Wow, in government, you mean nothing happened and everything stayed the same? Holy shit, I don't believe what bullish.
His His fart didn't smell like Pepe, so I don't see a Bitcoin pump. Oh
Pepe
man,
pump, Pepe dump.
that's what. All right, let's see what we got. All right, so we covered the market here. Let's hop into our top five so we can get the ball or keep the ball rolling. So let me.
All right. Looks like
take this
first up
out.
we got our Kurumi in the
Yeah.
all right, let's see.
Everyone's pretty much familiar with Kurumi at this point. You know, it's part of the Shiba Inu family. Some of the related tokens you're talking about: Doge 85 billion, Sheeb 40 billion, Nero 1.1 billion, Kokoro 100 million. Let's see if there
Same
are
people that launched
updates.
Nero, by the way.
Yep, Nero. Yep. Let's see. Looks like we had some talks going on.
Nice
Right here, had some spaces, so that's good.
28th. It's good activity. Good to see it.
Yeah, they stay active. No major updates, but again, they just stay active. Let's see what the chart looking like. All right, went down a little bit more. Yeah, so they were at 197, really waiting for them to find that bottom. And I'm pretty certain it's getting close at 197 because I mean these guys, man, they had a very long run. So yeah, hoping for greener pastures for these guys because they were they had a run for a while. Like I said, they were 1.8 to 2.2 million for weeks on end.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
I mean, I'm kind of liking the dedication they got because, like, you know, the chart's been going down steadily. Obviously, they've been at that 1.8, 2.2 million range for the longest time before the holidays, for the big liquidity exit. So now as the chart's going down, they're not stopping. They're not giving up. They're ramping it up. They're doing spaces. They're doing this. They're doing that. They understand clearly that the market's got a return here for this, and you know very well how a dog meme token can just pump for, you know, any reason, many reasons. It can just happen. So they're looking to follow in the footsteps of those other ones Sean just mentioned, Nero, Kokoro, those two even at the low end, 1.1 billion and 100 million is a nice way to run from where they're at right now. So yeah, they got to be homing in on the bottom here, I'm sure, very soon. But I love this token. I have to say, it's on Binance. It's probably one of the stronger dog meme tokens on Binance at the moment. KurumiBNB.com is the website. You can go and check it out. And of course, the handle is KurumiCTO. And I have to say, good morning to Manny as well. Manny was the one who brought him in. They've always been voting strongly on the bot since they've installed it. So shout out to you guys. Awesome community. They're based out of Japan for anybody that is unfamiliar. So it's been a little difficult trying to get somebody on, but I'm hoping very soon we'll have somebody from the community on to tell us all about it and what they got, what's planned for the future and all that. So yeah, and of course you can watch any of a multitude of previous episodes and you'll see us talk about Kurumi as well, because like I said, they've been on the bot pretty much since we launched it. So we talk about them very, very regularly. So yeah, go check them out. They're definitely a dedicated organization over there and might be a good opportunity to get in at a good market cap like this and, you know, buy that lottery ticket, let's say, because that's kind of the way these good, strong meme dog tokens go, dog meme tokens go. So yeah, go check them out. At KurumiCTO on X and KurumiBNB.com is the website. So yeah, go check it out. Shout out to the Kurumi fam. We love you guys. You guys are doing awesome over there.
They're absolutely crushing it. So guys, keep it going.
All right, next up we got our guy, the Dr. Fire Chicken himself. Chuck is in the house. Here we go.
The chart. Before we look at that though, let's see if
that chart has been pumping.
Oh yeah, let's see it. I want to get this right here because I actually want to go over to deck screener.
Anybody, Chuck, you in the house? You got any good updates for us? Welcome. We got a newbie here on YouTube. And welcome, sir. Thanks for saying what's up. Yes, doctor in the house. Where are you, sir? You got any updates for us? I know that chart has been creeping up along. Maybe that liquidity has been getting added back in for a while. I think they said they were adding that stag liquidity in, so maybe that's what those buys are at the moment. But no major updates since yesterday, I believe. Just, you know, I hope you got in at some point when we talked about it, because that chart has been steadily going up these last couple of weeks. And of course, they're on Coinbase as well. Fire Chicken is hot. Yes, it is. There's our girl from Only Rolls. What is up, see lady? Yeah, fire chicken is very hot. It's so hot right now. Fire chicken's so hot right now. Um, so yeah, go check it out. Fire Chicken 007. Maybe Chuck might pop in here with some more updates, but I know that they have been doing that full stag integration. They got their Jupiter verification, and for anybody that's a noob to Fire Chicken, you can go and check them out. They've had the 1 year anniversary not so long ago. Chuck himself even played on the game show, taking on the whales. He did an awesome meme competition with the Moon or Dust community after it as well, and we did an interview on our highlights section. Basically, we clipped out the interview and you can see it on our X account. If you go to the Moon or Dust X account there, click highlights, and you can scroll down a little bit and check it out, the interview with the man himself from Fire Chicken, Dr. Chuck. So yeah, give us any updates, Chuck, if you got them, and always an open invitation to come on the show live and talk to the audience here. So yeah, that's what we got from Fire Chicken right now. And of course, anybody go back and check out previous episodes. We've talked about it many times, but that interview is the best place to get the most up to date, or the more deep dive, I guess you could say. You can join the Telegram through the X handle here, and you get the most up to date info. And watch that bot pumping. It's been pumping for the last couple of days. So yeah, shout out to you, Chuck. You're doing an awesome job there at Fire Chicken, brother. So much love that community over there as well. Been supporting us as well for the longest time. So appreciate you guys. All right.
Yep. All right, guys, go check out Fire Chicken. And what we got next?
Let's go to Golden Froge here, and we can come back around to Moon or Dust at the end and just talk about everything we got going on, I guess. If you want to do that.
Yeah. So yeah. Let's do that. So Golden Froge or Froge, however you say it. Guys, if anyone is watching, I didn't see a website, but it's the Golden Era. We are often AI official mascot, Frog, however we say it. In gold. So guys, correct me how we're talking about it, if you're in the chat and you're here from that project. Also, do you have a website? I didn't see it right off the bat. Let's see.
Is this the real account? Somebody tell us.
I mean, whenever I click it from their Telegram, this is where it leads me.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So here, guys, on Pump Fun, is there a spot for the socials that I'm missing? Again, we don't really hang out on Pump Fun very often, so want to make sure I'm not missing the socials anywhere.
All right. Well, there is the X handle. That's the only thing we have for right now. Anybody from the G-Froge community, please reach out to us.
Please.
You're more than welcome to come on the show here or give us some updates live in the chat. Let us know exactly what's going on. Chart looks pretty kind of standard for a relatively recent launch. Looks like it is very early days. Obviously, they only have 3 followers on X. So they're clearly just getting out the gates here and starting to build. So it'd be nice to know exactly. I would imagine you got a website in the works, but again, it's early days. Appreciate you guys getting the bot installed, of course, getting those votes, but there's only so much we can do. We want to highlight the project, but we only got so much info here. We got a chart. We got an X account. What is the lore on the X account anywhere right now, Sean? In that bio. Let's see what we got. I'm a lore guy. I love the lore.
Let's see. It's the Golden Era. We are an open AI official mascot.
Okay.
For Froge in gold.
Okay. Okay. Looks like it's retweeting a lot of AI stuff, ChatGPT stuff. Let's see. Can we see some original posts? There it is. Yeah. I mean, this is really new. This is really brand spanking new, everybody. So it's hard to really know exactly what to go by. If you wanna go and play in the casino, go for it. Pick up a bag where you're at right now. Throw it. It's about 48 hours. It looks like 48 hours. Okay, so you can and probably the best place to go right now is to the Telegram. So you can actually access that once if you're in our Moon or Dust Telegram, you'll see it there on the leaderboard. You can just click that blue link right there on the leaderboard and it'll bring you right into their Telegram. Ask all the questions you like in there. That's kind of the best we can do. Hopefully they'll have a website up very soon, a little more information we can talk about them, and maybe even have somebody on the show to talk all about it, exactly what the plan is with. But right now, your guess is as good as ours, everybody. So go enjoy, have a look, and let us know what you find out. But appreciate you guys, of course, installing the bot. Keep it going. I hope you keep growing this thing, get a website up, and take that bad boy to the moon. But hey, as long as you're on the leaderboard, we're going to talk about it with whatever we do have to be able to talk about. So
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, like I said, when we do this for anyone new to the show, it's kind of in real time, especially when a new project pops up. We don't do any heavy research. It's all about real time, exploring, looking at it with the community, and hanging out and talking about it.
Yeah, and the more you stay on the leaderboard, obviously, the more we talk about it, the more familiar we get with it, and then
Yep,
start to
like
kind of
Karumi and
there's a
some
little bit
different
of
plays.
you kind of start to
Yeah.
develop a relationship with it when it's kind of appearing all the time, and you get a little more invested. You know, what do they say when you're trying to advertise or market to people? It's about the 9th time that you actually say it that people are like, all right, I got to go and have a look at this now. So being there
exactly.
consistently is highly beneficial for any project, being on the board here consistently. So, all right, next up we got the Mystery Mooner. All right, let's see what we got. Here.
All right, guys, it is a mystery. Like I said, I've been in contact with some of their community. They are definitely going to have someone come on. I want to say the community, again, this is one we're becoming more and more familiar with every time we talk about it. It's they're about 20% of the community that has their tokens locked. So always a good thing to see. We always love when we see communities locking up tokens and getting behind it. They were at a 47,000 market cap. So again, not dissimilar to Moon or Dust. It looks very similar overall. Chart still looks really good. We launched on around the 19th of December, from what I can tell. So it's a little bit over a month old. On a little decline right now. So yeah, we'll see. They're going to be finding that bottom. They're down 13.63% on the 24 hours. I want to say they were around 57K when we first started covering them. So
I believe
at about the same. Yeah, let's check out the website. So it is a mystery. Again, they do a good job of playing up the whole mystery thing. 2% dev wallet burn, and I believe the dev is still around. Over 20% of token supply locked by whales until the end of 2026. So all the way to the end of this year. So got a big portion of that supply locked.
X handle, of course, is at Mystery Mooner, and that's spelled Mystery.
Correct.
So everybody knows, and don't make any silly mistakes there. That's the one. I like to play in the aliens. I think aliens are going to be really big this year, guys. So you be ready. They're going to come out big time. They're going to do a Project Bluebeam's about to hit hard, and we're all going to start really believing in aliens now. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And I think these guys are getting ahead of that narrative. It's a mystery after all. Who doesn't love a good mystery?
It is a mystery. People in crypto love mysteries.
There you go. Sure. Good mystery. You just answered my question right there. I want to believe, but do you actually believe? That's the question. John, do you believe? Question.
What's that?
Do you believe in aliens?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I think if you're making me choose between if we're completely alone or we're not, I would have to say we are not.
Mm-hmm. Anybody that's watching in the chat, let me know. Do you believe, just straight up yes or no? Do you believe in aliens?
Yeah.
You don't have to go too deep. Let's see.
Without going deep, my answer is yes. If we're doing just yes or no.
Yeah.
Yes, no. We believe in aliens. It's good question.
What we believe even aliens are is subjective or whatever you believe. But do you believe that there is such thing as aliens, or do you believe we're alone? Yes or no?
Non-human life.
Yes.
Yes.
And a lot of people say that AI technically is an alien almost, right? Because it's an intelligence of another not human form, right? But yes, Ziggy. I knew Ziggy did. I knew Ziggy did. He's a spiritual dude. He's got a spiritual soul. I always get that from Ziggy. I know it. Ziggy Zig, Tazzy Zig, Ziggy Taz. What's that all about anyway? I'd like to know. Tazzy Zig. It changes from Ziggy Zig to Tazzy Zig sometimes. I've always asked myself that in my internal dialogue. Tazzy, you gonna fill me in? Let me know what that's all about. Yes, Richard. I believe in who? La Lorana. Look, we didn't ask for any details. We just wanted a yes or no. I'm kidding. Who is that? I want to know who that is now. You see, this is what we didn't want to do.
Yeah, La Lorraine. That's that like spirit / ghost. They made a movie about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right. It's pretty freaky too. I am not afraid of typical movies. Monster movies, none of that gets to me. But ghost movies, because I lean towards that stuff is real, can freak me out because I don't necessarily believe in vampires and werewolves and all that. So none of that stuff bothers me. But man, when I see a really good ghost movie, it freaks me out.
Yeah. Some people say I'm from out of this world. Well, you are a space cat, sir.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's La Lorraine. Lorena, La Llorona, maybe.
Okay, Aisharona or
Yeah, isn't she like in like a black dress or something like that with like the thing over her face and all that stuff?
Oh, okay, right. Is this like
Or is it white? Or is it like a white dress? One of them.
Oh, The Exorcist? Yeah, is that like where's that lore coming from? Is that
I
like
think it's like a Spanish
kind of thing? Okay,
I think
like
it's like a
David
Spanish.
kind of style
Now
thing.
again, don't. I know there's different areas. I'm singing Spanish. It could be Mexican. So don't shoot me if I'm picking the wrong part of it. But it's Spanish, Mexican, somewhere in that area.
Straight to the camps with you, sir. It's Mexican. There we go. Yes,
It's Mexican. Okay.
Yeah, Corona.
Okay. I said Spanish, but yeah, Mexican.
Yeah, it's all tied into Corona marketing. I guarantee. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, it looks like everybody here does believes in ghosts or aliens. I guess ghosts to some degree.
This is like kind of unrelated, but I don't know if I was on like YouTube Shorts, maybe I don't know where I was, but I was going through something last night and I heard that there's a small portion of people, kind of unrelated, but maybe a little bit related, that can't picture mental images. Like if you say like picture a beach, most of us can like picture a beach in our mind. Well, there's certain people that can't form mental images, and I was like, oh man, that's kind of weird. And I saw someone talking about it that has it. No, I don't think so. It's something I saw, like someone was talking about it, and they're like, well, when people said like, oh, a picture like what a beach looks like I didn't know that people like actually could like picture in their brain. I just thought like about like how like a beach makes me feel or whatever, and it's like, damn, like that's crazy that some people can't like form mental images.
Yeah,
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, well, it is actually. I hadn't heard of that before, but I mean, I believe it. But
it's a small portion of people. It's not very common.
Yeah, that's why I was asking, like, is that a relatively new thing? Because it sounds like something that would be a symptom of like terminally online AI retardation. Whereas like, I never actually got out into a beach, and all I know of is like what AI told me about a beach, so I can't actually comprehend in my brain what it might even, But that's what it seems like. But I guess that's been around, and people as well that like SFC is saying they can't see colors.
Yeah, so it's called aphantasia. So it's when a person cannot form mental images. For example, if you ask them to picture a beach or a loved one's face, they don't see anything in their mind. They still understand the concept. They just don't experience visual imagery in their mind. So I was like, man, that's kind of weird. I mean, to them, it's not weird. It's how their brain works. They don't know. But like, I mean, I could 100% picture mental images like right now, picturing something in my brain. So yeah, it's just, I thought that was crazy.
Oh, sea ladies coming in hot. I had a friend who had a weird attachment. She lived with me for a while. My house had strange stuff happening while she was here.
She would not have been living with me for a while. Nope, don't play that game.
I want to know what weird kind of stuff.
She would have been living with me until I figured out that she had some kind of weird attachment.
Right. See what Mystery Mooner just did? It turned this into a whole I love it.
Exactly. You don't have to go home, but you're definitely getting out of my house.
I'm curious though. I wonder what happened. What spookiness took place in
I've never really experienced anything. I've had like one
paranormal stuff.
One paranormal thing, and it could have been a dream. I don't know. But other than that, yeah, I've never really experienced anything crazy paranormal. I believe it exists, but I've never personally really experienced it.
Yeah, I've experienced some weird stuff. If you know, you know. But yeah, not necessarily paranormal. I would say. I guess it wasn't like spooky ghost stuff or anything like that. Like you'd see on the shows where they go house ghost hunters or whatever. But yeah, I was never really into that. It seemed like a complete crock of shite, but you never know. Some people are all about it. And there's always castles and stuff where I come from. They always love going to those spooky castles. Also, one more fun fact, there's also hyper aphantasia, which is extremely vivid mental imagery. So like there's multiple sides of it. It's like a spectrum, I guess. There's people that can't see anything. There's probably people like me and you that see just your average visual, and then there's other people that have like crazy visualization. So yeah, I thought that was crazy. Yeah, and if you want to
So
experience it, and I agree, dude. And we all know there's an answer to that too. And I know SFC knows exactly what the cure is for that, and it's copious amounts of marijuana would definitely cure that issue.
there you go.
If you go to downtown San Francisco, you'll think it's The Walking Dead outside. Yeah, I can confirm that. That's 100%.
I've never been. The only place I've only ever been to Los Angeles in California. My wife and I actually went there on our honeymoon.
It still has the romanticism attached to it, but you go and see the reality. Yeah, it's a complete crack. It's all fake. Like it is, like the downtown there is, it's all boarded up. You know, when you let crime run absolutely rampant somewhere, like everybody's like, yeah, I'm just getting robbed from here every day, and I'm losing money. I literally can't stay here, so everything ends up getting closed down. Everybody gets free fucking injection needles, you know, from the government. So, like, I mean, you can imagine now what's going on. So. But yeah, downtown San Fran. Yeah, you want to really experience The Walking Dead for realsies? Take a tour. Bring security. Don't park your car anywhere close. But yeah, it's totally free. Yeah, exactly. It's totally free. But thank you, Mystery Mooner, for taking us down this, left of field path, I guess. But yes, aliens, everybody, they're real. Or so we believe. Let's see if we can get someone from Mystery Mooner on. I wonder if they believe in.
I mean, I just don't see how it's possible. And I know us as humans, you know, we're very, I guess you can say, narcissistic as a species. We think everything revolves around us, but like, I don't see how everything we know about the galaxy, and as big as the galaxy is, and as many stars and planets are, that we're just the only thing. It just, I don't know. It's a wild thought.
The spookiness continues. At Sea Lady's house, she heard knocking, saw shadows. The dogs reacted to something. Something sat on my bed one night. I thought it was the dog. Second time it happened, the dog was asleep at the foot of the bed.
Yep, I have
there for you.
I've had two things that happen. So before we had kids, my and then again she'd be leaving. Oh, for a real question, Sea Lady, before I say something, did all that stop after they left? But so I have my master bedroom or primary bedroom, whatever you want to call it these days. And I had a mirror, like, you know, a full body length mirror we have, and it's on the it's against one of our walls. And my wife's best friend is like into all kinds of stuff. So she gave us a dream catcher. And I forgot the reason why she gave it to us, but it's irrelevant. My wife put it on that mirror. Now, before we had kids, we've had dogs. They've since passed. They're like 14, 15 years old. But one of the dogs was going crazy in the middle of the night, barking at the mirror and at the dream catcher, just going insane. And we could not figure out what was going on. It happened 2 nights in a row. So we're like, okay. So my wife's like, what's going on with this? Literally, we took that down. We threw it away. Next night, nothing. Like nothing. The dog was fine. Slept all through the night. Only did it that one time, barking at the mirror, or 2 times when that dream catcher was there. So just thought that was absolutely wild.
Well, that means
how
that
she was freaking out. Yeah. Like, I guess, but yeah, it was crazy that it freaked me out a little bit, but yeah, that she was freaking out at the dream catcher. And as soon as it was gone, she was fine. It's back to normal.
Dude,
it was wild.
Dude, that's them dogs, dude. They got a sixth sense. They
do.
Sense. Ooh, Space Cats. And when my aunt made up a book of all the ghost stories that are on my mom's side of the family, we've all had interactions with ghosts, even me. We gotta do a full-blown ghost episode, dude. I want to hear it. It seems like we got a few people in the community. Even Sean, you got a story.
I got one story from it was when I was in high school. And that's the only 2 paranormal. The one I just told, and then the one from high school really isn't interesting. It just really freaked me out.
Dream catchers are supposed to catch the nightmares. Is that it? Why aren't they called nightmare catchers then?
I'm pretty sure that's what they're supposed to do. Yeah, they're supposed to catch nightmares.
All right.
But it's like I don't know. It was very unsettling.
Spooky.
We're like, yeah, and then she told her friend, she's like, we're sorry, that dream catcher you gave us, we threw that away. I said, when I say I don't mess with paranormal stuff, I don't mess with paranormal stuff.
You should have told her. You said it was working too good.
It was working. Anything like I would never. What is it called when you stand in front of the mirror and say the name 3? I wouldn't do any of that. Like
Candyman.
I don't test fate. I leave all that alone.
All right, so it's Beetlejuice, right? Beetlejuice is the other one. I think in the
They
mirror,
just-
in front of the mirror was
Wait,
Candyman.
no,
It was
no.
just
Well,
tape.
also, no, not just Candyman. Is it Bloody Mary? Is that the mirror thing? Is Bloody Mary? Someone,
Probably, yeah.
I think
Yeah, I think it is.
someone elaborate on that. I think something with Bloody Mary is one of the mirror things.
Look at SFC, this fucking poltergeist degenerate. He's done the Candyman. Of course, yeah.
So
You've done
do
the
I-
Ouija board too, huh?
if I do that, do I actually think anything's going to happen? I probably don't think anything's going to happen, but again, I just don't test it. I just steer clear.
It all depends on how hyped up you are in your own head, I think, before.
I won't do. I don't mess with Ouija boards either. Yep, no Ouija boards. Nope. I wouldn't even have one in my house. More or less mess with it.
Dude, I know. I'm gonna say this, but I know a bunch of guys are a little older than me. And just remember, now, I come from a tiny little fishing village in the very, very south of Ireland, very small village. There was a group of kids, dude. Well, they weren't kids at the time; they're teenagers. But supposedly they all got into this, Ouija board, this and that. They're all into metal and stuff like this. And supposedly they made some pact with each other. And dude, like they were doing all this weird shit. They all ended up dying, committing suicide, had an accident. Like four of them from that tiny little village. You always hear these tiny little like villages and mountain towns. You always hear these weird kind of stories like that. But yeah, that's a true story, dude. That's a true story.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that's like. I kind of feel like that's a little. It's a little bit too coincidental. Yeah.
It was weird, and it wasn't like all at the same time, but there was just different things happened.
But still, the fact that all of them from that group committed suicide is strange.
Well, one of them was in an accident, and another one, I think, two of them might have committed suicide. It was hard.
Yeah,
to know.
Even rephrasing it, even just all dying is kind of. That's kind of ooh.
Yeah, it is. The paranormal guys. Don't make any deals with the devil out there. Be safe. That's very. Hey, Mustafa's in the house. Hey, welcome. Hi, Mustafa. Hi to you too, sir. Any update on lowering staking penalty to 0?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. We're waiting on Mark. I've reached out to him multiple times. He's responded. He has not lowered it yet. I sent another message this morning. I'm gonna be honest. We're waiting on him. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Just give it to you straight. That yeah. So Matt unfortunately can't do it. It is Mark. I double checked that to make sure Matt didn't have the key to that. It is Mark. So yeah, waiting on him. I sent a not too nice message this morning. So done that multiple times with him, and yeah, he usually gets it done. So I'm expecting to hear very shortly.
Sweet. Keep you posted on it, everybody. All right. So I think that is it for the leaderboard today, Sean. We can talk some Moon Dust now at the end of this here. But of course, anybody that is watching, if you want to be highlighted throughout the week, Monday to Friday, multiple channels across Tinterwebs, you got to get the bot installed. And the only way you can do that is going to moonerdust.media. Head on over to the website right here. You can see it. Click the trending right there. On the left, you can get it straight from the homepage. All the links to where you can watch the show are right there. The bot is right here. Just click add bot now. It'll prompt open your Telegram, give it the admin permissions in the group you want to add it to, and get your community voting. Of course, you can do it organically, or you can take advantage of the paid boost options here. Vote multiplier boost 1.2x, 1.5x, 2x lasts for an hour, or you got a leaderboard boost there, shoots you into the top 5, top 3, or straight to the number 1 spot. That lasts 24 hours. And of course, you appear across all leaderboards of every Telegram group that has the bot installed. You'll be up there in the top 5 for 24 hours if you do that, or if you're just organically voting, you'll always be there, and they can click through and get into your Telegram right from the bot in their own Telegram as well. And of course, you might get the opportunity to take on the whales in the game show as well. If you have the bot installed, we see an awesome bullish community will reach out with an offer to do that. So there's absolutely no downside, everybody. Install the bot, take advantage of the exposure that we're bringing here by doing this show. I've been doing it for a long time. We're staying consistent. We're going to continue to be consistent no matter what. So yeah, get the bot installed now, and don't hesitate. Nothing to lose. All positives by installing it. So, and it's not spammy, I promise. Not spammy. Auto leads votes and all that. Another question about Mark: since he already departed the project, why does he still have access to it?
Trust me, we've been trying. It's been an ongoing process of collecting all the data. It's not there's a lot of data to collect. I mean, we built a lot of stuff. So slowly but surely, Matt is getting control of everything. So yeah, I mean, I agree with you. It's just, that's one of the things about development that people don't know or people don't realize. The reason why a lot of stuff in DeFi is so hard to get done is because of developers. They're unreliable. They take forever to respond. They take forever to do things. So yeah, doing our best to try to collect every single last little thing from Mark. And honestly, the staking kind of went because kind of staking just kind of did its own thing. So everything that we're collecting, the staking kind of is one that I kind of forgot about and didn't realize that Matt didn't have it until now. So yeah, but yeah, doing our best to and trust me, when I say we're doing our best, we're doing our best. Again, I've done a lot, put it to you that way. Potential legal stuff to make sure he gets everything done. So yeah, I'm doing everything to get it done.
Yeah, it's a process. It is a process.
Like I said, I mean,
handoffs and things like that.
But like I said, it's I always give it to you straight. We're never gonna lie. So yeah, you asked, I'll give it to you straight. But yeah, we are gonna secure everything. But yep.
All right. So Mod Media, the future plans here, Sean. You want to let everybody know exactly what we were talking about yesterday? What we were referring to.
Yep. First, though, let's go real quick into what Mod Media is for potentially people that are new.
All righty, let's do it.
So, all right. So, Mod Media, Mod Trending. It's what you're watching now. Monday through Friday, we talk about the top 5 trending projects. 221 live viewers right now. Typically, get between 1,000 and 2,000 views after the fact. 1.9, I think, was the highest that Moonerdash Trending, the game show itself. That one's close to 7,000 views on our top game show view. So overall, we get really good engagement. We have an awesome community. As you can see, everyone always hangs out. We talk about Ghost. We talk about the GOATs in different sports. We have all kinds of fun discussions and just kind of hang out because, that's what it's all about, community. We have an actual game show, a deal or no deal style game that you go head to head against our whales. Thing, deal or no deal. You pick a wallet on our show. Cases is deal or no deal. Every time a wallet's picked, it gets deducted from the board, and ultimately they either take a deal or they walk away with their wallet. But yeah, Mr. P, we've got a lot of viewers, so if there is anyone new, maybe we should play a clip of the game so everyone kind of get an idea of exactly what it is.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's play the one from El Chapo, representing Azure DeFi. Taking on the whales. So if you're not familiar, yes, like Sean said, with the game show, this is the latest. We got just a few clips since we did the whole new update on the visuals and stuff, spruced it all up. So yeah, check this out. This is El Chapo taking on the whales with the host with the most right up there, DeFi Sean. Let's check it out.
Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and bring up our contestant today. It is going to be Chapo from Azure DeFi. Dominic is going to be the whale making you your offers. He's the business savvy one. Chapo, let's pick your chosen wallet.
I'm going deuce 22.
Mr. Pixel, as usual, lock it in.
Wallet locked.
So let's go ahead and pick wallet number 1.
Look, Chapo, riding the momentum with savvy strategy is key, and my offer stands strong at $95.
If you don't take this, you are possibly walking away with just $5 or $250. Chapo, what are we gonna do? Moon or dust?
We gotta dust it.
Let's go. Let's go. All right, Chapo, we're down to our final 2 wallets. But Dominic will give you the opportunity to swap it for wallet 14 right now.
Nah, I think the 250's in my wallet. We're getting rid of 14. We're keeping 22. Let's go.
Pressure's on. Fingers crossed. Mr. Pixel, what's hiding behind wallet 22? Oh, Chapo went to the end, walking away with $5. But I mean, overall, how are we feeling?
That was a lot of fun, man. Very cool show. Thank you for having me on. I'll be watching future episodes. It's very cool structure of a game show, and yeah, just super happy that you had me on, man. It was a lot of fun.
Go to moonordust.media, download the trending bot, get your community voted, and you might just be the next one to face off against the whales. There we go, guys.
All
That's
right.
typically the full episode, like that when you start there, lasts about 30 minutes. Assuming they go the distance, about 25, 30 minutes. We keep the game very tight. It's very organized. The mod trending is where we kind of shoot the shit. That game show is very serious, and we just keep the ball rolling. That one they were playing for, I think, up to $1,000, which is usually the cap right now. We usually do it on Wednesdays, but we didn't do it this week. We have a lot to talk about. Obviously the normal show on top of some other stuff. Plus, honestly, with the market it is right now, we're not trying to overdo the game, give it to people too much. We were doing 3 days a week at a point. We're not trying to blow funds, or we're not trying to, I guess you can say, we want to keep the excitement around the game, especially for as the hopefully altcoin season and true bull market rolls around. That's when we kind of like want to hit it in the high gear and like show people what it is. We're also kind of waiting on regulation clarity, because the mod token, once we kind of have that clarity, we want to tie it into the game. We want the mod token to be a part of all the games that we're doing here, and really tie it in. And whether it's them holding it, whether it gets paid out in that, whether there's a multitude of different things that we can talk, as a community on how we want to do it. But yeah, we want the game to essentially not be able to be played without the mod token. And we also do token reviews. I own Crypto and Cause Investing, the YouTube channel. I've been doing that for about 4 years now, do token reviews. We brought that over here because this is mod media, and people aren't necessarily used to this kind of marketing, because we offer advertisement on the game show. So we want to bring that option of token reviews. And again, ground floor is laid. We just need exposure, and we need marketing money. Marketing money is a little dry. I have been seeing an uptick. If you watch my YouTube channel, you'll see I've been doing some more paid promotions. So it is starting to uptick again. So I'm liking the direction that it's heading. And I know my media is going to be right there to capitalize when actually people start genuinely marketing again. And yeah, Mr. P, you want to hit on the NFTs real quick?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, the NFTs are also available, everybody, and you can get to those here by going to the website. Let me add my one here.
I'm going to remove my screen.
Yeah, there it is. You can click on through there, and
yeah, let's see. There we go.
Oh, is that it? Okay, there we go. Yeah, awesome. All right, yeah, so there are only 250 of these bad boys available. We are currently at how many sold? Let me refresh this. 167 of 250 currently sold. They started out at 5% rev share. And once we hit the first milestone, that jumped to a 10% rev share. Once we hit the next milestone, that will be 15. That'll be 200 sold. And once we sell out, it will jump to 20% rev share. These are being sold right now for 1.2 Solana. They started at 1 Solana at the start of December, I think, is when we launched them. So they've been going, and the price increase, we let them like that for about maybe 5 weeks, and then the price increased to 1.2 Solana. It could potentially go up again. And what furnishes, we won't be doing the CoinMarketCap listing as of right now. We talked to a lot of the NFT holders at the moment, so we're utilizing those funds for something else, and we'll re-inject them back in here as we continue to grow. So it's going to get updated right there. And of course, the bot development, the actual game show development, of course, we've more than one game show. We have a couple here in the works that we're ready to kind of start development on already, kind of for the most part, somewhat trashed out. And of course, what furnishes the NFTs, what generates the revenue to furnish them. And like Sean just mentioned, we got sponsorships, show ads and banners, trending bot boosts, and paid token reviews. These are all the revenue streams for the NFTs that they're going to be able to make some, residual income, or whatever you want to call it. Some airdrops, like probably be monthly airdrops is what you would get based on, those income revenue generation streams on it. So if you do want to pick one up, you can go and pick them up right away. I would say if you want to pick one up sooner than later, because we do plan on, either just kind of, if we end up securing revenue in the shorter term, you could wake up in the morning and they won't be available anymore, and we'll just like leave as is and leave the revenue share where it's at and all that with the people that have already bought. So if you do want to pick one up, I'd advise you get one sooner than later. And it is 2 NFTs per transaction as well. So if you were to mint, let's say 10 NFTs, you'd have to sign 5 transactions for that. It's a spam related thing. It's for security. That's why we kind of have it set up that way. So yeah, you can head on over there to the website. It's all right there. It gives you a little breakdown. Click the mint mod. It'll bring you to that screen you just saw and gives you all the details here as well about the revenue streams and where they're going to be coming from. So yeah, you can access it all there from the homepage, guys. Just click NFTs there, or else from the side tray, and go check them out. Yeah, so post haste if you want to get one. If you want to let our success be your success, go over and pick one up. All goes towards what we're building here, so I appreciate everybody as well that has picked one up. And if you do have one and you're not in the alpha channel, in the alpha Telegram group, reach out to Sean there on Telegram and he'll get you in there, or even me, whatever. I know Sean's been handling it though, but reach out to him and he'll get you a link to get into that group if you're holding one of those NFTs. We just had people recently testing out Rico's Revenge with us, which is going to be launching soon on Ape Church as well. It's going to be our first casino game. That's going to be over there. So yeah, that's one of the kind of things we do in there. Drop the alpha, and like I said, they've been helping us test out the casino game too. So appreciate you guys. Appreciate everybody that's picked up an NFT so far. All right, Sean, there's the NFT.
Cool. Awesome. All right, let me get my. I don't need to hold on. Let me get my screen pulled up.
All right.
I'm not going to pull it up yet. Let's see.
And yeah, who else we got here in the chat today? It's nice to see everybody coming out. Got some good viewership. Appreciate everybody. Of course, we're live across multiple channels. Across YouTube, we're about 150 plus thousand subscribers across all channels there. We're about 50,000 plus subscribers across X. We're on Twitch, very small on there, but
very small. Rumble is doing very well though. Rumble overall getting some good viewership on Rumble, surprisingly. So yeah, love to see that.
Yeah, appreciate everybody wherever you are watching from. Thank you so much for tuning in. That's what we need, engagement. So don't be shy as well. If you're watching, you've never spoken in the chat, say what's up. Nice to hear from you guys. All right, Sean, we pull you up.
Yep. Yeah, hold on, not yet. So everyone knows that we've started off as Infineon. It's a layer 2 blockchain on Ethereum. Spent about 7 months doing that, trying to get it built, trying to get people launching. It was literally turning into the definition of insanity. If we wanted to survive, and make this very clear, had we not pivoted and done other things, Infineon would not exist right now. Flat out would not exist. We had to make that move, competing against thousands of blockchains that have millions of dollars in funding compared to a blockchain that does not even have close to even $1 million in funding. Was going to be next to impossible. And over those 6-7 months, I definitely found that out. So we decided we need to start building products. So what we did was we launched Lunar Pump, a little bit different. Doesn't have nearly as much competition. Now, the big boy, Pump Fund, that is the biggest competition, kind of has a chokehold on that. So we're working with that, working through that. We launched a really cool platform. The bugs are getting worked out. Richard is bringing in some real world ideas like with the Patreon token and different things like that. But again, it's an uphill battle. You're going up against established brands that do billions of dollars in revenue, kind of like trying to launch a DEX and taking over Uniswap on ETH or taking over Pancake Swap on BNB. It's very hard, and unless you have tens of millions of dollars in funding, it's next to impossible. So we needed to produce revenue because what we've built cost a lot of money. People did not like VCs. We're one of the few projects we tell you exactly what we're doing. So we told you about the VCs, which even though it happens everywhere, people got super bearish on that. It is what it is. So we had to cut the funding with the VCs. So with that being said, we had to figure out another way to make money. I personally have been making money in the space, very good money at that, with Crypto and Calls, my YouTube channel. When marketing money is in the market, it is very, very lucrative. That's how Mooner Dust was born. So Mooner Dust came in. It's going to be, I have no doubt in my mind, when marketing money starts flowing back in, when exposure starts to get to us, which we're going to talk about that in a second, we have no doubt that Mooner Dust is going to be a big brand. And again, these type of companies in crypto can practically print money. I've experienced it over years with my YouTube channel. People want marketing. And what we've done with Mooner Dust is we've offered people different kind of marketing, but actual real exposure, like hanging out with you guys. You guys, when you see a project that you like, we never sell a project to you. We show it to you, we present it. Sometimes our community loves it and they all hop over there and they have a good time with it. They buy the chart, they become part of the conversation. Sometimes they don't. It's up to your project if you're going to be good enough, especially as regulation comes in. You're going to be good enough for people to be entertained. Between our trending bot, between our game show, between the different marketing options we had with the YouTube reviews and different things like that. Again, very confident this is going to be a winner with Mod Media. So as everyone knows, we just showed it. We built Moon or Dust, the very cool game show. I think the coolest thing crypto has ever seen. Of course, we've seen your very successful products like Pump Fund, like Uniswap, but that's not fun. That's just stuff that we need to be able to operate within the community. We're bringing in like a whole nother segment called crypto entertainment is how we refer to it. And we think the market needs it. The market wants it. Even if they don't realize it yet, a lot of people were ultimately here and came here to have fun. Remember in 21 and 22, the money was flowing. People were getting it. It was just so much fun. People were actually looking for long-term investments back then. Obviously, with the rampant, theft and all that going through the market, people kind of stopped looking for long-term. Now they more so care about your quick pumps. Hopefully regulation is going to shift people back to long-term thinking, which is how Moon or Dust and Infineon and all that come into play. So with all that being said, we're going to be moving into active development of our next game, which Mr. P, you can hop in on this part real quick. It's going to be like a Game Shark type game. If it's something that you've heard us talk about before, if you kind of want to explain the game, and then I'm going to go on before that, just so kind of people know what we're going to be building.
Well, we kind of have a loose concept of it. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about it because that's something that we kind of want to do on live streams as well. And then have people engage with that. But we do have a rough idea of what it's going to be. But as far as, trashing it out and getting to the next phase is something that we want to do live with everybody. Bring them through the entire experience from start to finish of how to create something just like Moon or Dust game show. A little more simplistic than Moon or Dust, the game show itself, because there's a lot in that. Moon or Dust, like, of course, typical us, we had to go fucking over the top for our first one, and then we got to rein it back. But it'll be a lot easier for people to follow along. And by the end of it, anybody that's been paying attention will understand exactly how they can do something just like what we did. So that's kind of the goal behind it. So I don't want to go too deep into it yet because we haven't really gone too deep. We purposely haven't gone too deep into it because we want that experience to also be with the audience while we're building it out. So yeah.
Yep. So as people remember, if you were here in the beginning, we didn't do the vibe coding, which we'll talk about that in a second, but we literally built the game in front of everybody on YouTube. If everyone remembers, I think a lot of people, I'm almost positive majority of people here were here for that. We did like weeks, 3-4 weeks. We had contestants come up, community members playing for fun. It was such a good time. We had viewership into like the 300s, just having a good time, building the game.
Testing out the AI whales. They were saying some weird, crazy shit, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was kind of clunky. Again, you were watching us build it. It was part of the fun because it's what we do. We want you to see that the products that we talk about, they're real, they're coming, and we deliver on everything we say we're going to deliver on. So we figured, hey, why not build it in front of you guys?
Yeah, and we want everybody else to be able to do it. Like when I see it, like with all the tools that are available now, I'm not lying when I say it gives you superpowers. So like once you just understand and know how to use these, man, we cranked out Rico's Revenge in a week, and literally to the point of handoff, and that's quite an extensive slots game as well. And it's kind of like everything is there, but a lot of people, you just need to reach out and grab it. And that's something that we want to do, is be able to say, look, guys, like this is really, with a small crew of people, you can create something really, really top notch with minimal overhead, minimal time, and go from concept to actual creation, a working prototype, in days, hours, even depending on what you're building. So just to show people exactly the process in doing that. And it's not like it's coming from, we're just winging it now. Like we've already done it. We've made a live game show. We've made the casino game for Ape Church. We're a game studio as well as a media studio, as well as a content studio, as well as an advertising studio. So it's all of those things. We want to pass on that knowledge to other people and get them like, you know what? It's not as difficult as I thought. It's not as daunting as I thought. And trust me when I tell you, it's not. You can do this, and that's the goal here. We want to show you how we did it and create a new game, and add to that circuit of game shows that we're creating here as part of Moon or Dust Media. But yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so with all that said, now most of the people in the chat already actually know this. It's something we've talked about for a couple days in our in our NFT room. Again, if you own an NFT and you're not in that room, let me know. If you buy an NFT and you're not in that room, let me know, and we'll get you in that room. So let me see, make sure I have everything pulled up. So a multitude of people sent me this opportunity, and after discussions, we figured something we need to do. So we're going to be doing exactly the same thing we did with Moon or Dust in public building, but we're going to be taking it over to try to win the $250,000 prize over at Pump.Fun. I know we're not the biggest fans of Pump.Fun. Like it or not, though, they have the biggest audience, not only for what we're doing. Again, we're a mod trending show. That's where majority of the tokens are. But they're offering $3 million in the Build in Public Hackathon. So what they're doing is they're giving, I think, 12 projects $250,000 each for development. Would be game-changing for us in the studio, putting all that money to building out. Everyone's mind would explode with what we can do with those funds. So exactly like we did with Moon or Dust, how we already kind of have experience doing this. Again, I'll say it. As long as there's not straight politics involved in this, because we know there's politics involved with a lot in life, I think 100% we can win one of those 12 spots. I am actively looking for someone that is doing something as cool as we're doing. I've been seeing the contestants and I've been seeing people enter. They have nothing on us. Not only that, we have the experience of doing it. We've already done it. We know how to build in public. The only thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding an extra layer to that. Instead of you just seeing the game actually being played and tested, you're actually going to see Adam and stuff vibe coding on there, showing you how to actually build it. Not just us test it, but actually build it. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to invite community members to come up, test out the game. The only difference is we're not doing it for free potentially this time. We're doing it for up to $250,000 in development costs. So with all that being said, let's kind of talk about what that entails to actually be able to do that.
Yeah, and as far as like what we're be doing, the live streaming and all that, it would be basically just like I said, from concept all the way up to final product, to basically putting the game show live. And as you're doing that, like Sean said, you're literally tapping right into that audience. Where we take them after the fact is up to us, but getting that recognition, getting the name recognition for Moon or Dust Media brings everyone back to where we're trying to get them anyway. So this is what we would be doing. We had already spoke about doing this live anyway and doing our next game show build live so everybody could interact. So this kind of falls right into our lap almost. So then, like I said, we've been talking about it a lot, and you know, it would basically be like the exact same process that we had with when we were all building.
Except we're introducing the actual vibe coding.
Correct, right? So, yeah. So you'd see, like, basically me, Adam, Sean, we'd be on there, we'd be talking shit, coming up with ideas, and then I'd be building graphics in real time. And the way we build stuff, it's not like, okay, here's all the concept, let's like build out all the framework. Like the way we do it, and the quickest way to do it, and the best way to keep morale up always is we're like, okay, here's the idea. While he's working on the structure, I could be talking to AI, like literally into the microphone saying, all right, this is the game. Keep asking me questions until you understand exactly how this game works. And Adam could jump into that same chat, start pulling this, that, and the other from it. Then I'm like, okay, I'm going to start building out some graphics here. And we get some graphics. And before we know it, we got a solid MVP on screen that's somewhat functional. And that happens so quick. And it looks really good. So like all those things kind of interwoven and showing everybody exactly how we do that and how we do it is so quickly is going to be something. And like we talked about yesterday, and this is kind of where I got it. Adam Salmo was like, the last 10% is where a good thing becomes great. And that's something that we're really going to focus on, because you can get an MVP up very quick, but it's like, okay, can you take it over the line? Can you make it great? And that's where most of the time comes in, when you're just over the last hurdle, the last 5%. It's where it goes. So yes, I'm loving the support here, dude. We're all at the beginning of greatness. We can do this. Thank you, Space Cat.
Yeah, and most people already knew this. I think pretty much everyone talking right here already knew about this. Like I said, everything we decide to do with Mod, we want you guys to be a part of it. And this isn't only good. We're going to talk about everything. This isn't only good for Mod. This is good for Infineon. This is good for everything we're doing. And I'm going to go into more detail about that. That's why we wanted to cancel the show, so we can have this extra little bit of time to kind of talk
even though
about
we
everything.
were late anyway.
I know, right? But hey, that's just normal time. We're always late. But yeah, we're all at the beginning of greatness. We can do this. And again, we're in a startup. anyone that's just strictly looking at our tokens, whether it be Infineon or Mod, it's the one thing that should not be being talked about. We are in a startup. This is what an actual startup looks like, just like any other business. Even if the token had done 1,000,000x, it wouldn't matter. Like, this is still what the startup of a business looks like. And this is still the process we'd be going through, because we're trying to build an actual company for the longevity of everything we're building. And kind of, I'm going to go into kind of how I see with regulation, how I see the Infineon token evolving, and also how I see the Mod token evolving, and what I think ultimately it's going to evolve into. But I mean, it essentially was regular time. And our guy Joe, I hate him not being around 24/7, because it was always easy to blame him. But man, it's just, we're always building something, we're always doing something. It's always something, always runs late. A meeting runs late. So we try our best to start on time, but it just doesn't always happen.
Cue the music. We've only just begun.
But yeah, let's talk about some details of exactly what this entails. So is Pump.Fund handing us over a $250,000 check? Of course, they wouldn't hand a check. It's crypto. But you know what I'm saying, lack of a better term, or just for, no, that's not how it works. They will fund your development. So everything we're building would get funded by this money. So we're not just going to have a $250,000 transfer, let's say, sent over to us. So first and foremost, I wanted to say that, just so everyone knows, it's just not $250,000 coming from us, but getting that money from them. And like it or not, they're the biggest meme token launcher in the market, hands down. Everyone pays attention to them. I mean, my God, this post has 2.5 million views. So again, it is what it is. And also, this isn't the only hackathon. There's some other ones coming up that we'll talk about after this that could potentially, well, actually, no, it's not official yet. So, but yeah, there's more opportunities. So we're just scratching the surface, because we want to actually start joining these things. So for example purposes, I've applied for multiple grants, got denied. So now, hey, let's start building in public. Let's start getting some of these events that people want to see in public, because what we're building is undeniable. Again, when you're looking at a grant application, you may not fully comprehend what we're doing, but when you see on video what we're doing, that's undeniable. When you watch us play Moon or Dust, that's undeniable. When you watch us build this new game show and you watch us play this new game show, undeniable. Yeah, that other person over there building a launch pad has nothing compared to us. How many launch pads are there? Like, I saw one posting last night that they joined the hackathon. They're building a launch pad. Who cares? Like, how many launch pads are we possibly going to see? Again, no one's
we got a launch
anything. Pad. Yeah, exactly. Everyone's doing the same old crap. No one's doing what we're doing. So that's what I really like about it. So wanted to start there. So today we announced Pump Fund. So FUND for people that are listen audio only. It will advance the ecosystem on Pump Fund by aligning itself with projects long term. The fund's first initiative is the Build in Public BIP hackathon, which will fund 12 projects with $250K at a 10 million valuation. So it sounds like they would want a small percent. We'll get into that in a second. So with that, they're giving mentorships with Pump Funds, founders, and much more. Like it or not, getting mentorship from them, whether we like it or not, is huge. I mean, it's undeniable. Their followers, their engagement, it's what we want. So instead of having to please judges and VCs for money, which we've established communities don't like VCs, so that's out of the question forever, tokenizing allows the market to become the judge. Your users are the ones that fund you by betting on you early. So that's why it was very important that we talked to our NFT group first, make sure that they wanted to do this, and then bring it to the general public. Because like everything else, we can't do this alone. We will build the coolest game show out there. We will already show them what we've built. We got all that covered, but of course we need community support. Those who can capture the minds of the people are empowered like no one else. So here's where the part comes in about what's required. So requiring, and we're going to touch on this back in a second, you have to launch a token, you have to build a project, you have to own at least 10% of the token supply, you have to build in public, posting on X, forming a community, and streaming on Pump Fund are highly encouraged. And of course, they have the application right here. So let's talk about those requirements. So if we're going to do this, we have to launch a token associated with the game. No way around it. But there's going to be a huge but with that. And I'm going to talk about this in more detail. The Infineon token is there to stay. The mod token is there to stay. This will be a token launched for the game, for the exposure. Treat it as such. So if you're thinking long term, and again, I can't tell you what to do, I would never sell Infineon or my mod for this. It is a straight me play, no different. Majority of y'all in my private group, I think in the last week, I've called 2 tokens, no different than that. Treat it as such. Get into it, make some profit, take it. Don't treat it like you would Infineon, where you're holding for gold. In my opinion, again, I can't tell you what to do. So in order to do this, that is an unfortunate thing. It is pump fun. We have to do that. So if we don't,
as well, Sean, just to touch on that point really quick, is that everybody that's going to enter this competition will, I can guarantee you, have more than one token in their wake.
100%. I already know people.
This is not going to be. This is not going to be their first token they've ever launched going into this competition. 100%. So there's just nowhere around it. And plus, if we want to be able to stream on Pump Fun, even if we wanted to do it tomorrow, like, hey guys, we got to get over there without any competition or anything, we'd have to launch a token to do it. And that's tapping right into the vein that we need to tap into, whether we like it or not. Like Sean said, we've tried and bring in that. Damn, that's why the first game show even got created, was trying to show off the features of Lunar Pump and bring people over. But it is hard, man. It is hard. Even ask Bonk, ask Let's Bonk. They got a little share for a while, a little taste, but man, everybody just right back to Pump Fun as well again. So we gotta meet them where they're at. And unfortunately, as much as nobody wants to go and launch another token, it is a requirement. So, like Sean said, just treat it as such. If you want to get in on it, whatever, but it's something we just have to do in order to be eligible to apply and get involved in this. So, Chuck is in. Yes.
All right. So
Chuck's in. We're good.
Next up, build a project. We got that covered. We've done it before. We're going to do it again, and we're going to build the coolest thing on that. But not only that, we're going to take advantage of us being over there. We're going to bring mod trending over there. We're going to play Moon or Dust over there. We are going to build out the entire game over there. So they are going to get tired of seeing us to the point where they cannot ignore mod media. And obviously attention from them is a huge thing. Another thing, anyone that wants to play this, like the meme token it is, the floor is going to be held. We cannot sell any tokens that are initially bought. You sell it, you're disqualified. So for this token, the floor will be held. So keep that in mind. If you're treating this like a meme and you want to make a profit on it, you are not going to get dumped on by the dev buy, because we can't. We do it, we're disqualified. And obviously,
Trojan horse. There it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I made a joke about that in our private group. Then building in public, no problem. We're going to build on Pump Fun. We're going to be posting on X. We already have a cool community. We're going to be streaming. We might be streaming some days 3 or 4 hours. So they're going to get tired of seeing us. No one else can even touch the commitment that we develop. So let's continue down, just so everyone kind of knows what the facts are. So do I need to build a crypto related project? Doesn't necessarily have to be crypto related. Technically, ours isn't really crypto related. We're not a launch pad. We're not it's not a Uniswap or anything like that. It's crypto entertainment. So they're looking for all projects of all maturities. Obviously, we're in kind of the middle of our maturity. The deadline to apply is February 18th. Give us till tomorrow so we can start defining some more timelines, but it's going to be very soon. Winners will be announced in the first 30 days. So around February 18th, 19th, when this is ending, will start being when the first winners are announced. So how will winners be chosen? As the name suggests, we want to see teams validating their ideas by shipping quickly and openly communicating their plans. Check. We do all that very easily. Organic traction, connection, and fluff, which we already have some good organic traction. Aside from the product, social traction will assess the long-term viability of the project. And again, something that this is going to be long-term. If we haven't proven that we're long-term now, I don't know what else is going to prove it. So
what have you done for me lately?
All right, so we got all that. Now I want to talk about this. Kind of wanted to put it in so people can get a full look. Hold on, let me get everything pulled up. If you want to give me a second, I can't have multiple things pulled up on my screen at once without getting rid of another one. Let's see. So
you need more screens, Sean. More screens.
Well, no. I do. Well, if you could actually see what's in front of me, 1, 2. I got 5 screens sitting in front of me. But I got my desktop, my laptop, my iPad, and my phone. But StreamYard only allows you one screen.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. So what we're building here, in case people have not realized it by now, kind of like how Alphabet owns YouTube and they own Google, like they own it's one top dog and they own tons of things underneath it. Berkshire Hathaway owns Geico. I mean, again, you have your main brand and then everything underneath it. So our main brand is Infineon. That's our Infineon. I know there's a lot of talk about regulation coming down, potentially not being able to have ownerships over tokens, turn it in. You have, you can launch a token, but then you have X amount of time to create a DAO, renounce it, all that fun stuff. So I see Infineon personally, and again, this isn't something that we've had internal talks about. I just think with regulation and everything coming, I see Infineon being the treasury and governance token of everything that we do. It's the top dog. It'll be used to vote. It'll be used to do everything, to decide the direction of everything we're doing. Now, that's the Infineon token. With that, we have Lunar Pump. That's going to be our token launches, the liquidity mechanics, builders onboarding, volume generation. And what happens with Lunar Pump is we have revenue flowing everywhere, but ultimately leading into that governance token that is Infineon. We got our guy Moonboy. He can't be forgot about. Mike's doing a really good job of taking that over because, again, we kind of have to almost separate to a certain extent because we have so much stuff going on. We can't do it all. So Mike, he's building the trading bots out of his pocket, just so everyone knows. Getting that done. He's getting a multitude of things done on Lunar Pump. There's the buy bot that we need to make it top notch. The premium tools and analytics, and of course, like Mike has stated, you're going to have revenue flowing ultimately up to the Infineon ecosystem. So we have Mod Media, which is going to be our entertainment and our attention and just the engine that's going to bring exposure to everything that we're doing. Of course, we have the Moon or Dust game show. Everyone's aware of that. The Card Whales game, it's going to be like a Card Shark. Again, we're not married to that name. It's probably not going to be the name. I just put it there for basically placeholder purposes. Now, with Moon or Dust, the mod token, that's going to be the token that we want the entire ecosystem to thrive off of. So Infineon is going to be the governance token of everything, but the Mod Media token is going to be the token that's going to be required to actually play the games and get involved on that level. Now, again, the Card Shark game that we're building, the token that's launching with it, treat it as such. It's going to be a meme type token. So again, just treat it as such. I can't tell people what to do, but I personally would not and am not selling any of my mod or Infineon, but it is a requirement to be part of the game. And then, of course, we got mod trending, stuff I didn't even add in there that we're continuing to build, like the
casino games.
The casino games, and then the token reviews and all that stuff. And then ultimately it flows in and it flows out and it flows up to Infineon because I want people to truly understand what we're doing. People get married to charts. I've done tons of podcasts about it. You need to see the picture of what we're building. Somebody said, right, we are pivoting until that spark is lit. Had we stayed with Infineon and did not build an entire ecosystem, I will be flat out honest with everyone. We wouldn't be sitting here right now. Infineon would be done. The doors would be closed. It was not working trying to build it in that direction. That's why we pivoted to Lunar Pump and then to Mod Media and then also with Moonboy is because we're building out everything so that this whole ecosystem flows together. So we got Infineon as the governance. We got Lunar Pump as the token launcher and the token onboarder. We got Moonboy building the innovation. He's going to be doing tons of cool different stuff from the trading bots to the buy bots. And then we have Mod Media, which is going to be the entertainment and attention wing of everything that we're doing. And ultimately everything flows up to Infineon. So that's our ecosystem. And I just kind of wanted to give a very good outlook so everyone understands exactly what we're doing. Do not think about this as crypto. Think about this as a company that you see in the real world and how they build from the top down. That's exactly what we're doing. So yeah.
And it's going to bring so much opportunity. Something like this is going to bring a ton of opportunity and eyes, which is exactly like we always say. You could have the best thing in the world, but if nobody sees it, it's not going to ever do anything. And Sean's right. You got to look at this as not just your regular crypto project investment. This is an overarching kind of ecosystem here that we've been building for a long time. And, Mod Media is just like kind of the front facing arm of it all. So, it's good to understand that. And that's a nice graphic, Sean. I like it.
Yeah. In worst case scenario, we get tons of exposure from Pump Fund. Exactly, again, give us till tomorrow. Exactly how we're going to lay it out and when we're going to start. It'll be next week, but we'll give exact dates and all that stuff. And then we don't win. everyone knows this about us. The last thing we want is to leave everyone hanging. I'm going to say this here, but it's not going to be something we talk about while we're producing the game. We're going to say it here while we're early, and no one even knows we're doing this except our audience. If we don't win, and again, we'll get the exposure, we'll have a discussion as a community. There's a very good chance the token that we had to launch with this, we can collect the tokens, buy and distribute in Infineon and mod and all that stuff. So we'll absorb it. We never leave anyone hanging. But again, with that being said, treat it as a meme token, please. Again, no different than the calls I make in my private room. Treat it as such. Treat it as a meme token. Now, of course, we want to see volume on it because they're going to want to see volume on it while we're building the games, while we're talking about it. So it's going to be a tool that we use as we're building. And of course we win the 250. Hey, that's awesome. Gladly introduce something else for that 250. So just keep all this in mind that we're talking about. And please, when we're doing the lives, it's going to be, we want to be concentrating on building the games, not talking about Infineon and Moon or Dust or anything. Like, we need to be talking about the game while we're building in public, because that's what we're actually there for. But with that said, aside from the vibe coding and aside from testing, we are going to be bringing mod media and mod trending and everything over to Pump Fun for the time that we're doing this competition. It's by no means our new home. It is for the time that we're doing this competition. And yeah, get exposure, be live, make them not be able to ignore us. And we're building a product that, in my opinion, you can't ignore once you see. I've yet to come across someone that did not have their mind blown when they actually see what we're doing. Of course, you know how this game works. People don't actually look into anything, but when they actually do, it's hard to ignore.
Pleasantly surprised. And of course, to get that exposure, that's kind of what we're going to have to do. They're going to want to see us pushing that, being live over there. And we don't want to just show them like one little thing. Like, the best chance we have of winning that 250K is if they see everything that Mod Media is offering. And that's, the game show, the casino games, the live game show, the trending bot, the trending show, like all those things, all encompassing, that gives us a really strong shot, right? Whereas if it's just the game on its own, then there's lots of game developers out there. So it's important that we show them the breadth of what Moon or Dust Media is, and they understand that, like, yes, this is not just one game. This is an entire media apparatus here that builds games, builds live games, does a trending show, builds lots, a whole overarching thing. And I don't think we're going to have, if you were to categorize a lot of the contestants, I don't think we're going to have too many people in our category. And also, we already have the experience here. We've already done it. We've already done a live game show. We've already done a casino game. It's going to be live very soon. So we're going to do another one of those. And then, the trajectory is we continue to do it. So it's a strong investment, because not only are we saying we're going to do it, we've already done it and we're going to continue to do it. So this will be number 2, right? Live game show. And then we're going to do another one. We'll probably do another casino game after that. So it's the all in all. It's the all-encompassing. It's what you need to see here.
Hey, save that for only Rose, Space Cat. Save that for only Rose.
Hey, she's supporting.
That's where we keep that. And so it's going to be up to their discretion. They're going to judge it off of, I think, engagement from the community. So it's important that everyone is there with us. And again, I know you guys are. It's so much. We had a blast building Moon or Dust. So I know everyone's going to show up, so it's going to be a combination of everything. But it is up to their discretion. And I tell everyone what I'm thinking. We never self-love. We don't BS anyone. My only concern about us not winning is politics. We know how politics works in almost who is more important sometimes than who's the best. That's my only concern. Other than that, I love our shots. I mean, what do you think, Mr. Pixel?
Yeah.
So someone, please, everyone's homework tonight before the next episode, find something cooler than mod. Find it and bring it to us.
Or something that's even doing something similar to what we have here.
Exactly. Or doing something similar.
If there's competition out there. Right?
Yep. I scour. All of my Twitter is filled with cryptos, and especially because I do token reviews, I'm always following and liking your meme tokens and all that stuff, everyone that I review and all that stuff. So my feed is just nothing but new tokens launching and all that stuff. And again, still looking. It doesn't exist. We're very unique. So,
and that's another reason that I really like our chances as an all-encompassing media, content creation, advertising, marketing company all in one. And it's a skeleton crew, dude. Like that shows you the power of AI, and handing that over to people and showing them how to do it, how they can do the exact same thing is going to be massive. And when it comes to the politics thing, and I totally like cronyism, politics, who does this, who scratched your back, who am I going to give this export? If they do this legitimately, and we want to make sure that we create enough public pressure that politics can't get in the way. And how do we do that? The way we do that is we're over there and we're fucking live every day. We are like putting it to the point, like Sean said earlier, where they cannot ignore us. And if they do, and if they decide ultimately that like we've done what we're going to do here, we've gained the traction, we've gotten the support, we've gotten the community, and they decide that they're going to exclude us from the thing, it's not going to be a good look if we dominate the airwaves in that way, or we're competing with the high levels of the other people that are live streaming, whatever. And we all know the live streaming is going to be a big part of this.
Yep.
And we have been doing this forever. Yeah. How many people are going to have the experience in even just live streaming like we do?
Yeah, they say it's not a requirement, but it's encouraged. But I highly doubt someone wins that doesn't live stream.
There's Adam. I'm making my vibe coding debut. Yes, and I got a very important question to ask everybody here as well before we sign off. Some more homework.
So there was real quick. There was a Shark Tank. I forget the name of it. I know what you're talking about, and I don't think it exists anymore. But again, it's exciting for the communities, I guess, because you could potentially win a lot of money.
It was like on X, right? It was on X.
Yeah, I think so. I know someone that participated in it. I forget the name of the actual show though. But again, it's only exciting to like the project that is playing. Moon or Dust is different. So like, yes, the projects that's involved, of course they're excited. But when you watch Deal or No Deal, you have zero skin in the game, but you watch it because it's entertaining. And that's what's awesome about Moon or Dust. You don't have to be the community playing for that top prize to get excited and be fun. Again, it's entertainment. We all want entertainment, so our show provides that. Oh yeah, Taz, let's go. We both hitting it, aren't we? Let's go get some NFTs ready to store in Puppy Fun. Let's go. I want to say how many NFTs, and for the record, different partnerships and stuff we're talking about that we're trying to line up, and this is not that, just so everyone knows that. This is just something that it was brought to my attention by multiple different people. I kind of tell a story. It was brought to my attention about a week ago from multiple different people, because everyone's like, man, had you done this and built mod on Pump Fund, you guys would probably be in the hundreds of million market cap and all that stuff. And it was brought to my attention. It was like 48 hours before I even mentioned it to Mr. Pixel and Adam. I was sleeping on it. I was like literally waking up in the middle of the night thinking about it. Like I don't necessarily want to do anything with Pump Fund. But then I was like, man, if we win this, the exposure, the 250K, it will change the trajectory of everyone listening here. So ultimately, I brought it up to Mr. Pixel, brought it up to Adam. We talked it through. We took it to the NFT group, talked it through, and now we're here. And I think, and of course, and then we were talking about what level. Do we want to put mod trending on there? Do we want to do Moon or Dust on there? Do we want to do that on top of the vibe code? And then we just decided, F it. If we're going to do it, let's do what we do and let's do it. We're not going to half-ass it and maybe win, like, let's do it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to spend these next few weeks doing the damn thing and hopefully bringing home not only that 250K, but the exposure. Because remember, we run a trending show. Where are all the meme tokens? They're, like it or not, they're all on Pump Fun. So while I couldn't justify doing this before the hackathon with launching a token just to get on there, I couldn't justify in my brain doing that, but this kind of pushes you to where it was almost like meant to be like, okay, it's ran through our minds to do it, but we would have had to launch a stupid token in order to be able to do it. But with this, it was just kind of like the universe saying, hey, this is your opportunity and we're going to pounce on it. So far, everyone's loved it. And I mean, stay tuned until tomorrow.
Show was called Killer Whales.
That's exactly what it
Shark
was.
Tank style crypto show, Killer Whales. There we go. Welcome, G36.
I want to say, remember PvP, the casino? I want to say they were on Killer Whales. I don't think they won, but I'm pretty sure they were on it.
You said it was boring. Welcome, Crypto G369. What we hunting? We hunting $250,000, brother, we are going to go and take on the Pump Fund Challenge that they're putting out. The Pump Fund, let's call it, where they're going to be 12 projects chosen to win 250K. We got to get our thing in. What's the cutoff date, Sean? The 20.
Oh, you got till February 18th to enter.
February 18th. Okay, February 18th. We got to get.
But they start announcing the winners on that day too. So earlier the better. So it will be happening next week. So stay tuned for an actual date. So yeah, we're still.
Hold on. Wait. The last entrants are in for February 18th, but they're also announcing the winners on February 18th.
That's when they're gonna. Not all the winners. That's when they're gonna start announcing winners. So the way that working is February 18th is the last entry date, but 30 days after the contest started was January 18th is when they're gonna announce the first winner. Okay. You want to head. The longer you're in it, you want to get in as early as possible so that you're there from the beginning.
Gotcha. Right.
So yeah, we won't be there from the very beginning, but we'll be very close.
Yes, absolutely. Post haste. It's going to be good. Okay, so yeah, so that's kind of the plan, everybody. Let us know what your thoughts are. I did have one. Let me see. Do I have it? I don't know. Not sure if I have it actually. I'll save it for the next day. But yeah, so that's the idea. We want to show them everything that we have. To just highlight exactly what mod media is all about, everything that we've built and everything you've been watching. We 10 days late already. Let's get it going. Yes, it's been quite the arduous task to even decide whether we would do something like this.
And again, that's partly my fault. Like I said, I just it was something I was wrestling with.
It's a tough one.
But ultimately, it's what we need to do.
Yes, so we're gonna go for it. Balls to the wall, like Sean said. Yeah, and we talked about this. I was like, if we're going to do this, like, we got to go balls to the wall. So for everybody, what to expect? We would end up basically, we would have to launch a token over there in order to be eligible to, obviously, number one, live stream, which is massive part of it, and to be even eligible for this competition, right? So that's something that we all have to understand. Nothing changing with any other tokens we have. It's just part of the criteria. I can guarantee you everybody else that's getting involved in this competition is going to have to launch a token too, and it won't be there first. So that's something that we got to do. And of course, then if we want to give the full impact of what Moon or Dust Media is and give ourselves the best chance of actually winning this and show them the uniqueness and the authenticity that we have of what we're doing and building here, we will have to move over our live streaming to Pump Fun, obviously, and we need maximum numbers on Pump Fun. So that would mean maybe having to just stream there for the duration of this competition so that we make sure anybody that is watching on that platform, the more numbers we have there. So that would mean foregoing our other channels right now that we're streaming on in order to do it so we can get maximum numbers over there.
So part of the requirement is they want to see a community build. If we stream on YouTube and everyone's watching on YouTube and 3 people are watching on Pump Fun, they're going to see on their database that 3 people are watching us, even though we have 197 other people watching it on YouTube. So that's going to be part of the requirement. So for the time being, we need everyone on Pump Fun to watch it. Now, we're still going to be able to use our same program. So it won't be any difference from like our end. But for you guys, we're going to have to share the link and you guys are going to have to go over because we need the engagement there. YouTube isn't good enough because they don't see that data. And And again, are we moving to Pump Fun? No, it's our short-term home. Yeah. Why we go after this prize and get us the exposure, man, that Moon or Dust deserves.
And plus, as well, Sean, just to tee off of that, the reality is, like I said, if we wanted to just forget there was even a competition. If we said, hey, we need to tap into live streaming on Pump Fun, how do we do it? The only way we can do is launch a token. So either way, it's ticking a box where we now have access to that audience on Pump Fun. And, it's not like once the competition is over, win, lose, or whatever, we will also be now streaming on Pump Fun as well as all the other channels you're watching on right now after that fact. So that's going to be a big bonus. Yes.
Yeah.
That's an extra place, and that's tapping right into the vein of the market we're actually looking to bring in, get them to install the bot, all those things. So either way, it's win-win, in my opinion. Yeah, the biggest fuck we were having was having to launch a new token, but you know what? It is what it is.
As Michael Scott would say, it's a win-win-win. So there we go.
There you go.
And there's believe it or not, there's also potentially other hackathons coming that, to my knowledge, do not require launching a token. So yeah, we're again anything. So I'm hearing the new meta is going to be built in public. I'm hearing that's going to be a very big thing this year. So we are effing built. I try not to curse because YouTube. We are effing built for that. Yeah. I've cursed a lot in the real world. So I have pretty good discipline not doing it on YouTube.
I'm Irish and we never curse.
But of course, never.
Very
never,
strict.
ever.
No, culture.
So yeah, so there's going to be so there's at least hopefully one more opportunity that it looks like there is no token required, because the platform that does it, it isn't associated with tokens. So that's a good thing. Because launching tokens are a pain in the butt. I hate doing it. So again, that was the biggest holdup. So, and then I think throughout the year, there's going to be more build in public opportunities. So yeah, we're going to be there crushing those build in public opportunities. Again, might sound cocky, might sound narcissistic, but I think we can win it all. And that's what we're going to do.
That's a strong
huge.
mental positive
Huge.
attitude, Sean. That's
for Infineon. I just know what we're building is different, and I know that there's not many teams that actually build and do what we do. It's hard to find. Not even a good product. Just find a better team that's done more than what we've done.
Well, we certainly don't quit. That's for sure, and we're building some awesome shit. Oh, I already said it.
Mr. P getting us demonetized over here.
Sorry about that. I need a beeper, dude. I need some kind of an auto AI beeper that just knows when I'm going to say it, and it just beeps ahead so I can have for real time. But hey, Rico's Revenge. Let's have a quick talk about Rico's Revenge, because this is another game that is going to be going live. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, wink. Some more hackathons might have to do with some casino games. I'll just leave it at that because I don't want to give out people's plans.
All right. Well,
that's
nice.
Rico's Revenge.
Yeah, go check it out. Of course, go and head on over to ape.church. I'll pop up the banner here in a minute. But this is Rico's Revenge, our very first casino slots game that we're going to be launching over there on Ape Church. We did an interview with Coco and Merck here last week. If you go to our X handle, our Moonerdust X account, if you're watching from there, go to the highlight section and scroll down a little bit there. You should be able to see we chopped that interview that we did. They'll tell you all about Ape Church. But of course, we have this awesome game coming out here very soon. I'm going to pull it up so everybody can have a quick look and see what we got. Why is that not coming up here for me? Okay, let's just do that. I'll just put it over here. Okay. Let me add that to the stage. There it is. All right, so it is our very first slots game that we're going to be launching, and we got another couple of casino games we're going to be launching too, but of course the one that we just talked about is going to be another live game show game. But of course, as we continue to build, this will be our first like real hardcore intense public build. The other one we kind of tested a bit. We didn't do too much live building as such, a little bit, but when we are doing the next game show for the Lunar Pump Fund thing, that will all be live. Everything will be shown live, exactly the whole building process as well. And then we'll probably do another casino game after that and show the live build of how to do one of these bad boys. But yeah, so this is Rico's Revenge. It is our very first AAA slots game. It's going to be launching over on ape.church. And this is basically Rico. He got rug bad. He is pissed beyond belief, and he's out to rug every single project he can see that pops up. So basically these reels dictate whether your chart or your meme token, your shit coin, whatever you want to call it, goes up or down. And let's play big. We're getting 1,000 ape on this bad boy. Let's run the first launcher. We're starting at 10 million market cap. We max out here at I think it's 100 million, I believe, is the top for this particular game mode, which is called Pump and Dump. So let's see how we do. There we go. We got a 2x. We finished at a 28.9 million market cap there. So you can see that's how it kind of works depending on what your market cap falls into. That depends on the multiplier that you're going to get. Let's have another run. See how we do. There we go. All right. We got 2x. And you can see here, once you go to the game info right here, and you go to the symbols, it tells you what all these symbols are, what they do. As you can see here, the strong tier, you got the bull run and the viral meme, tells you what kind of a boost it gives you, plus 15 million, plus 10 million. You got a mod tier, or mid tier, should I say, You got the whale buy there, trending spike, and a KOL influencer. You got a weak tier here, which is community hype and volume bot. And then you got the negative tier, wallet hack, bot dump, paper hands, and FUD. And then you got the legendary Rico, deals real heavy damage. So you do not want to see Rico popping up in your spins. Let's do one more, and then we'll have a look at the top dev mode. There we go. Nice run all the way there. Finished at a 80 million market cap and hit an 8x. Okay, then we have top dev. There it is. So the idea behind this was instead of each reel, I gotta silence the music here because this needs a slight update. The two of them are playing together, so I stopped that. But for this one, for top dev, it is slightly different. It's a longer run. You start at a 100 million market cap. You work your way all the way up to 10 billion. You become a real high roller. And that's why it's called top dev. So it's over a period of 5 spins, and it gives you this long chart over that period of time. But the multipliers are bigger. The money's bigger in this version as well. We're trying to decide if we're going to launch both game modes at the start or release top dev a little later, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, check it out. This is how it works. All right, we're not doing too bad. 134 mil. Come on, let's go. Let's pump it. There we go. Rico, as you can see, just dumped us there right at the end of that last round. Come on, let's climb back up. Okay, not looking good. Last spin here for our top dev run. Boo. Okay, we only finished at an 88 million market cap. Boo, 1x. All right, so there's your idea. Of course, you can watch that again and go and analyze your chart and see how you did. But it's a cool, different kind of a variation of the game. So you got pump and dump, and you got top dev on there as well. And of course, you can set the amount of spins you want, the amount you want, and into your bet. Yeah, it's awesome. So really excited to get this going. I know we're in the middle of the handoff process here now to the back-end developers at ape.church to get that installed. So you could be, I mean, I feel like this could be installed within the next, I don't know, couple of days here. I don't think they're going to dilly-dally on it too long. But if you are not already, go over and set up your account on ape.church. And when you are setting it up, you connect your X account and put in the referral code MOD. And Sean will send you on some extra ape there to get you started. And get ready for Rico's Revenge to drop. There's some awesome games on there as well you can check out. But this is the first big down. This is the first slots game that's got 5 reels. It's a lot more, I guess, elaborate, more kind of AAA vibes than what's on there at the moment. So really excited to get it launched on there. It's going to be the #1 game, baby. You mark my words. It's going to be the most popular game. They got about 20 to 25 games on ape.church at this moment. Again, go and check out that interview we did with both those guys on our X account. Go to the highlighted section up at the top there. Click the highlighted tab, and you'll see the Ape Church logo thumbnail there, and you can check that out. We just clipped out that interview that we did, and you can get a whole look at the Ape Church platform, see what it's all about. It's really awesome. It's the first real, legit on-chain casino that every spin, every payout is tied directly in real time to the blockchain, that you can verify every payout, every transaction in real time. You can put your money into the house. You can bet on the house. There is no actual house. It's actually what money and people put into it. And the house is up a lot right now. And you can make money off of that as well. So I definitely strongly advise people to go and check it out and get ready for Rico's Revenge to come. Rewinge is coming, everybody. So yeah, I'm excited for it, dude. I'm excited to launch our first casino game over there. And they're good dudes as well. They're awesome dudes. It was great to talk to them. So I'm excited. This is just the beginning. This is the first game we're going to launch there. And we got many more planned. So, all right. I think that's everything I got for Rico's Revenge. Sean, I know you're bullish to get Rico sorted here as well very soon and get it live. I know Adam is there too. He's going to be doing the live vibe coding for the Pump Fund attempt that we're going to make. So that's going to be a lot of fun to see that and see the process. I'm excited.
Yep. Also, just drop the podcast episodes into the main chats. I forgot to do that earlier. Go check out that episode. It's a really good one about the market structure bill and all that. And yes, I'm super excited for Rico's Revenge. Again, we're just getting started. There's gonna be more casino games coming. And obviously, like we just talked about, there's more game shows coming. And it won't even just be me. We're talking about Joe hosting one. We're going to bring in potentially other hosts to do it. It's not just going to be all on me. Who knows, Mr. P? Who better than you to possibly host the game? Why not?
You never know. Stranger things have happened.
Let's do it. So yeah, guys, again, this is going to be a media company. I don't even want to say some of the things we talk about because you just never know what's going to come to fruition, what's not. And everyone knows I don't like selling hype. So yeah, just stay tuned because again, my media is expanding everywhere, even outside of crypto. But it all links back to crypto. So yeah, just keep all that in mind.
Yeah. We got something for everybody over here, guys. So spread the word. I guess we'll sign off now. It's been a long one today, and we didn't even get a game show in, but it's good to talk about this.
Yeah, but it was kind of time restrictions. We needed to have this conversation.
Yeah, absolutely imperative. And I'm so happy with all the support that I was so dreading, like, oh my God, they're going to be like, oh wow, we got to launch another token. No, but man, I'm very, very pleasantly surprised at everybody, the support, and it gives me a lot of hope because I know people understand exactly what we're dealing with here and the nature of this space. So in order to do it, we're doing it. So we're going to give it everything we got, guys, and we do appreciate the support. And of course, anybody that's watching, if whatever projects you are in, go and tell them about the Moon or Dust trending bot. Tell them come on over here, moonordust.media, and at least check it out. The bot is not spammy. We want as many new projects on that bot as we can possibly get, especially once we kind of move over there to Pump Fund. We got everything firing on all cylinders, so we're in with the best possible chance of securing that 250K. I love you guys. I appreciate everybody for tuning in today and for hanging with us this long. I know it's been a long episode, but it's been a lot of fun, a lot of entertainment, and a lot of information has been disposed of here. And, think about it. Give us some insights. Jump into the Moon or Dust Telegram. Tell us what your feedback is. Give us some. We're all open to it all. And we need your support in order to do that.
We'll be back tomorrow. Ask any questions in the chat, Infineon chat, Moon or Dust chat, whichever one, doesn't matter. We'll be back. Have any questions tomorrow? Again, I know most people listening are NFT holders. Again, if you buy an NFT and need to get into that room, let me know. If you have an NFT and you're not in that room, let me know. We will get you in there. Because again, we've been talking about this for the last 48 to 72 hours prior. Again, that's our main room. They're the main supporters of mod. So keep them in the loop. Tell them everything going on. Give them the first looks at our products, like Rico's Revenge. Now, of course, the whole public is getting the first look at our next game show because we are doing the Hint Build in Public hackathon. So everyone will be right there for that. So again, guys, pick up an NFT. Let me know. Already have an NFT? Let me know. But that is going to do it, guys, for this episode. And like I said, we'll be back tomorrow talking about the top 5 trending projects. So if you're on the trending bot, get voting. Get in the top 5. We'll talk more about the Build in Public hackathon, giving you the details of exactly when we're going live with that. And we are going to absolutely blow that out of the water. But guys, my voice is probably about to give out. Hour and 51 in. Before this, I was making content, so need a break. I'm DeFi Sean.
Hey, you got some more meetings now, Sean. I got 5 meetings lined up here.
There you go. That guy is Mr. Pixel. And until we meet again, you guys already know what to do. Trade safe.
Play Moon or Dust live and win big for your community or for yourself. Just don't dust. Tuesday, audience edition. Wednesday, prime time. Thursday, microcap. Think you can take on the whales and walk away with a fat bag? Be our guest for free. Moon or Dust, the most bullish game show in crypto. Go to moonordust.media for details.